Hey, this is gonna be a different video other than progress videos and all that, or devlogs and stuff. So this is gonna be a more in-depth, slower version of looking at the party system that I made. As you can see, I'm not in the game level here. I'm in new test world. You didn't see it first. I posted on Instagram the party system that I have, but it was really quick, and I know it was, so I'm gonna make a more in-depth version here. So I'm just gonna show you I'm just gonna slowly go over like all the stuff in. Okay, so as you can see, um, back here, this is for some reason this player up here will be the leader for now. We'll call him the leader. So as you can see, I put my party menu up here, and there's also a notifications thing, mainly used for incoming invites or request joins. I'll switch. So get this create party button, which will obviously be a GUI in the game, but for now I made it a physical button thing. So as soon as I hit Party Creator, it will immediately close down any windows that I have open. And that's just to give you, so you look at, so I can exit and nothing will happen. And yes, and just enter nothing in here and say create, which I will go back in and fix that. I'll make sure that it can't just be nothing. So I'll just name it Taco Squad. Now look over at this parties as I create this, it'll immediately pop up as the squad, and anyone can make squads, and I have it on a scrolling frame here. So yeah, now if I go to my parties menu, it's no longer, it won't show parties anymore because I am a part of a party, and it will show your party UI here. As you can see, there's a leave button down here, but there's nothing in between. This is because it won't show your UI, because your UI should be up here. It should be up here and not in here. But if you have another uh, person in your squad, so if I go to my notifications, I have this guy join me. See, it says player 2 is requested to join. I can just decline it, nothing will happen. If I say join and try to like spam it, it won't duplicate it. If I hit accept, see this goes away. If I hit M to view parties, it'll your party squad. I look at this. There are two different presets. I made this with presets. So a member preset and a leader preset. So if you're a member, you don't get this kick option, obviously, but you still have this option. And if you're a leader, you get this kick option, but you can still view all the player stuff. So as you can see, if since I have a player 2 in my party, he's on top. And if you're a member of a party, it'll always make sure that the leader is on top because that's the way he was inserted. So he was inserted as the first member of the party when he created it. And since he was the second in, if I leave this party, he gets can't see it now, but he gets leader priority because he was the first one in. If I create party, do this all again, him as leader, have him join him, so that player here, here. As you can see now I have two kick buttons and the player options. So since player 2 was accepted in first, as you can see the leaders are on top. Since player 2 was accepted in first, if the leader leaves, it won't disband the squad. It'll just give it to the next person in line, which is player 2. And I can just, the kick button does work. So if I look down here, if I kick him, he's gone. If I hit M, it's no longer viewing this party, it's viewing all parties. Also, if I want, I mainly be squad leader. If you look down here at the members, these are the members. It'll say the squad name and then it'll tell you how many members are in. If this hits 4, if there's 4 out of 4, uh I have it so that this join button is invisible and you can't touch it. Because you definitely shouldn't be able to request to join a full squad or a full party. So look down here to the 1 out of 4 as I just do quick. So as soon as I accept this, this will turn to 2 out of 4. 2 out of 4. And if I had 4 players instead and this guy joined, it would say 3 out of 4. I'm obviously not gonna have 5 players to show you that it'll work because I know it'll work, but it'll be too cluttered in the screen and I'll get lost. So go back here. Don't if you guys hear any sounds behind me, don't worry about it. Just my roommate playing a game. Anyway, so that's how that works. I also, since he's not invited yet, or he didn't say invite, only the leader has the option of view players, which is should it that's how this should be because the leader should be the only one to invite players to their squad because it's their squad. So player 2 is already a part of it. If I invite him, go to notifications, if player 3 invites you to their party. If I accept, nothing happens because it's already a part of the party. If I go to a server, it'll say player 2 is already a member of the squad. But if I invite player 1, who is down here, if I invite player 1, or it'll say player 3 invited you to the party. If I decline, nothing will happen, obviously. If I do it again, and I accept, it'll take away this and go to Taco Squad, or you can view your party. So everything works. If I leave here, this guy's the leader now. If I leave here, if I go here and here, you can see there's no parties left. So that's how that works. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about how this works. I might go really in depth about this. You don't have to watch this, but as you can see, I made leader presets, member presets, and party list presets. So if you're not a part of a party, you have the option to view that party's list, which is this. Um, and if you're a member, then you don't have the option of viewing parties. You have the option of just viewing your party because you're a part of this party. So as you can see, I have like presets in here. I have the invite preset. Here gets the request preset. I have like not like a whole lot, but it's a decent amount. So if you're a party list and you create a party, this is where you'll find your create party thing, where you can input your squad name or your party name and then hit create. So I use presets. So I can just go in here and like change the player name, your health, your pick button, the XP label, the level label. So I have all these different options to play with. And then in here you have your scrolling frames and your actual frame. So if I go into my party module, which is where it all starts, I have functions for this that'll work in here. Very useful. But as you can see, when you create a party, I have this table in here called parties. And you create a party, if you're not already a member, then it'll make a new party. It'll have the name, so you'll input the name. So I said Taco Squad, and it'll make the name equal to Taco Squad. The leader will be the player who created the squad or the party, which will be the leader. And then the members. The members, I instantly put the leader in there because he created it first. So this is how it works. So the next person who gets invited or joins the squad will be put here. So it'll be like player 1, 2. And the next person will be player 3. And the next person will be player 4. And then that's a full party right there. Whoever's next in line, if the leader leaves, player 2's next in line, he gets leader priority. That's how that works. And then I just insert parties, or I insert this party into the parties table. Now I can search through all these parties. So I can return the party name and search if this is a member or just a leader. And then there's just the accept request, accept invite, leave the party, which is where I assign the new leader and party. And this is where I update the party and the parties. And as you can see, it says parties and party. This is just based off of this. This is your parties, which you can, if you're party list, you can view all the squads that are made, parties that are made. And if you're a member already, it'll update your party. So just in case, this guy leaves, you need to make sure that you don't see him anymore in your squad. And that's why it's named this way. So it updates the parties frame and updates the party frame. And then you have the kick player thing. So again, it updates the parties and updates the party. This is just, it updates the parties to view the members and updates this to, get rid of or update any, oh my God, this dude needs to chill. Um, or to update your actual party. And then these are my actual functions that I can use in here. So I use, so I'll use my return party name function here to return a party name if I need it, or I'll actually return the party, which will look for the party that has this specific player in it. I can pass it through. And then this is just the party event. So I split them into three different events. So this is the party event, which is create, leave, accept request, accept invite, and kick. And then your BGUI, which is your bindable GUI event, goes from server to server. This is where you see this come in. This is where you see the update party as an update party. Because since this is technically this is a server module and it needs to go to another server, the bindable event is what brings it from server to server instead of a remote event, which does local to server, server to local. So most of actually all of these are from the party module, and this just has to do with adding a party, updating parties, updating the party, and that's about it. That's all this does. And then I have an actual like or remote event or a GUI event, and this is just to remove the party creator, add a join request UI, move the request, add a invite UI, remove the invite. So that's all that. So GUI events are literally just GUI. It's all GUI based. So these will add and remove. While the party event actually calls the party module, which houses everything. I could have just done it like in a server thing, but I think the party module is a lot better because I can actually I can return it functions, but I guess I made it a little more complicated than it needed to be, but I'm gonna keep with this for now because I like module scripts and I'm gonna be using when I throw this into Echoes of Tenebrasia later anyway. So yeah, how I created the party event or the party system. And next would be the raid system. Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe I'll make the raid system. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, or not enjoyed, but at least found a little more inspiration from making a party system. It's not hard, it's just tedious. But yeah, thank you for watching.